It doesn't like that at all, does it? Hey, what's going on, guys? Klutch here, out on Middleburg. We're in Middleburg, about to become millionaires, I think. If my math is correct, I think we've got some money coming our way. Guys, this is going to be a good day. Guys, we've had the KLUTCHSIM Special Brown Distillery here out in Middleburg running at full bore for the last, oh boy, last 6 months, 9 months-ish, actually. Everything we've ever harvested has gone into this in the last year. We've been living on canned soup for a while. I was literally selling bales. I was straw bales to survive. I'm still living in the camper. But I've been living on straw bales, basically. Selling straw bales for food. It hasn't been great.
Please, sir. I want some more.
But guys, the day has finally come for us to sell off all of our products that we've made here in the distillery. Get this into full production. I mean, we've been selling off here little bits in here just to see what we can do. You know, you gotta develop a taste for everything and put it out in the market to see what it'll do. And finally, contracts are coming through. We're gonna sell all of it off. I mean, there's a lot here. There's quite a bit. Look at all the kegs. Look at all the kegs. So this is going to, well, get us out of debt, essentially. Get us up on the straight and narrow. And you know what? I've already got feelers onto something new. Let me tell you about it in a second. Let's go sell all this stuff off. I want to make some money. We need to get paid. We got to get paid. All right. Once again, thanks for joining me today, guys. Hope you guys are doing all right. Hope you're having a fantastic day. Like I said, we're about to make a little bit of cash here, a little bit of cheddar. It's not going to be a quick drive with the old truck. The old International, she's a little on the slow side for this type of stuff, guys, I have to admit. If I can get about 50 miles an hour, I'm going to be happy. Come on, you old girl. Get up to speed. Come on. Guys, like I said, we're probably going to make some decent money today, it looks like. I've got a plan already. I mean, I'm not going to rest on my laurels here. I don't even know if I'm going to have enough money to buy a new house. I might be still living in that old camper. But today, the money we're going to be making is going to use to expand other avenues of our business. Now, we've already got things kind of set in place, which you may or may not know of. It's just, it's been pushing into that. I've got some options going forward that's really going to allow us to make an absolute boatload of money, potentially, if we can do it right, is going to be the question. So, hopefully today we can kind of dip our toes into those waters and do a little bit of that. So, if you are new around here, thank you so much for subscribing. Cheers to you guys. Welcome in. And hopefully you guys are enjoying this content. It's going to be an interesting little bit as we try to maximize our profits out here on Middleburg. Oh, yeah. We're going to be making some serious cash, I think. Even just the case of Special Brown, I know is going to make some serious cash. Like I said, 50 miles an hour is a bit of a pipe dream for this truck. I'm telling you. Oh, my door's kind of open. Oh, I can't even close my door. Why not? How do I close this door? It's jammed. My door's jammed. Maybe can I give it a slam it? There we go. Okay, I got it. It took a little bit of work. That's a little bit of, I had to strong arm it a little bit. That's all.
What'd you do?
Just in time. The Rib Shack. All right, let's go. Let's get rid of all these barrels. They are buying a boatload of this stuff. So let's make some cash. Sell it all off. Oh, I got to back into this. This is a little steep. A little bit of a steep driveway. Easy, easy. Don't break any of those barrels. Perfect. Let's back it up. Right on in. All right, first load is going in. It's already 150 grand. I don't even think we're fully emptied yet. We got to drop off the rest. There's quite a bit in here still, I think. Oh yeah, just got to push up the last couple barrels here. They're kind of in the back. Just kind of give them a shove and they'll unload them all. And that should do it for this first load. Slider on the old floor here. Perfect. All right, so we'll sell those off, and I think we're good to head back to the distillery, get the rest of these guys. Like I said, good money for sure. We've got a lot more where that came from as well. So there's going to be a few dollars made today. Let me head back. I'm gonna go sell everything off from the distillery, and I will catch up with you a little later on today. Hopefully we have everything sold by then, and yeah, you guys can see how much we made off this, because it's gonna be a good day. That money's not going to last long, though, I promise you. All right, guys, that's going to do it for, well, everything we currently owned. So 3.1 million bucks in the account right now. Hopefully that lasts us a little bit. I know it's not going to. I know you think, oh, it's 3 million bucks, Klutch. That's awesome. Yeah, no. We're going to be spending so much money in the next little bit. Like I said, I got a plan. Guys, I've got a plan. Let's go take care of that. Don't forget, of course, that's all our money for the year, right? I stored up everything, held on to it all year. That's everything. All right, let me go show you what my plan entails just a little bit. Let's head back to the distillery quickly. We've got the truck taken care of. We'll head back over there and we can talk about this. Guys, we just made a boatload from the distillery, right? Well, did you know that that's not the only thing that this distillery can do? Yeah, we knew this, but didn't really know what to do with it for the longest time. I mean, we can make our slow-aged corn whiskey. We got the case of special brown. We've got just the standard case of whiskey as well. But on top of all of that, there's something else that, well, this whole distillery complex does. Well, we can make some productions with our grapes. Our grape. I don't know how good KSIM's special red is going to be. I don't know if that's going to be a thing, but we're going to certainly try. I mean, we've tried a couple batches just to see if it's worthwhile. I mean, it seems like it's something we could do in here, but really it's not like the amount of grapes that I've bought to try test things out. It's not enough. We need to really dive into this head first. And quite honestly, guys, out here in Middleburg, there's definitely a possibility we may have some, some of the best grapes, well, in the East, I guess. I don't know. It's something we should try, though. So I'm going to start somewhat small and, test the waters. Like I said, dip my toes in just to, not my grapes. Don't dip the toes in the grape juice. Just to test to see if it's going to be worthwhile or not. I don't want to go full-fledged, but we've already spent $500,000 on something. Let's go take a look. Now, of course, I've already got the distillery or the whole winery here, basically, so I can kind of not have to spend more money on that. Of course, the production costs are the production costs. I'm gonna have to pay for that regardless. But there's no extra added cost for me doing this. So realistically, that whole corporation we've got set up there, that's going to handle everything. I've already paid for it, so I might as well use it. Now, I do need to buy land, of course. I don't want to just buy grapes. That just seems like a waste of money. So I had to buy some land that, well, had the possibility of growing grapes on it. And there's some options here. We do have something that we've already picked up. Now, we're going to be in competition with everybody up the hill, unfortunately. There is a massive production area up on top of this hill. But this field right here on our left, let's pull on over and take a look. Guys, this hill right here is ready to go. This hill, this whole grape vineyard, whatever you want to call this vineyard here is ready to rock and roll. So we're going to start seeing if we can pull the grapes off this fall, and we'll see what we can make out of it. That means I need to buy some more equipment, of course, and we'll have to start with that. So we'll head back in. We've got the summer, the rest of our fields are taken care of. We've got to worry about our productions as far as these grapes go for the time being, and I got to get ready for that. So we got about 3 to 4 months here of time to start prepping and buying equipment and doing this. Sound like a plan? Sounds like a plan to me. Let's go. So to start things off, of course, it is spring, so I don't need to. Although you don't really need to plant at all, but I don't need to harvest for a while. I do need to fertilize though, and that's where this bad boy is going to come in. We got an Oxbow 6030 here. This is going to spray our fields. Now, it's one of other problem we're running into is it's a bit of a jaunt to that field. So I do have a flat deck trailer I picked up as well. Now, this little thing, it's only costing me about $330,000. They're relatively cheap. I'm going to get a harvester that's going to be very similar to this as well. We're also going to need some tractors and some trailers in order to offload the grapes. But this is where we're going to start off with. Pretty cool little device. Let's hop on in the cab. Fire this thing on up. Perfect. All right. So, like I said, this is just going to be for spraying. This is brand spanking new. Didn't obviously get anything in the used market for this yet, so we're going to use this just to go spray our fields. I'll show you how this. Let's go give it a test, see how she runs. There'll be a first time to test the Oxbow. We'll get it up on our flat deck trailer, which we purchased here. It's being towed by the International. Those ramps look like they're barely wide enough for these wheels. That's a little close. Just nice and easy, nice and easy. Those mirrors aren't helping me at all. Hopefully we're like dead center. Perfect. Just nice and easy. Up we go. Perfect. All right. There we go, right on top of the axles. That'll work. Probably not the best trailer for this. I probably should have got something a little bit, maybe a bigger triple axle, maybe like a Landau or something along those lines. I don't know. Right now, it's it'll work. It'll do for now. I should have gotten something that could maybe even pull our harvesters around, our combines. Maybe we'll upgrade trailers maybe later. For now, this is going to be fine. I'll have to do 2 trips back and forth to the field, guys. We'll do this, and then I'll have to use the tractor with the trailer as well. We'll need that for harvest season. So it'll take us 2 trips. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. And for those who are wondering as well, the Oxbow pack, which at the time of this video is being released right around that time, is part of the new DLC that comes for Farm Sim 22. So check that out. You can find links down in the description if you're looking for more ways to harvest grapes. There's a bunch of other tools in there as well that will help, like the merger. You've got some manure and slurry spreaders. there's some pretty cool stuff in this pack, and it's kind of nice to see some bigger Oxbow stuff, some different Oxbow stuff coming to Farm Sim. So check those out down in the description, click the link, and of course that helps out the channel as well, so I appreciate you guys when you do that. That is fantastic. I just said doo-doo, I know, brutal. Anyways, let's head out to, is that a sign? I probably hit that sign earlier. I definitely hit that sign earlier. let's head over to the field here. It's just around the backside. It's just on the outskirts of town before you head up to the main winery. If you guys are familiar with Middleburg, if you've been living out here in Middleburg at all, you guys know that winery that's up on the ridge. It's you can't miss it. It's way up top on the right side here. But we're just down below. We're just the little guy now. Maybe we could, you know what? We're talking with those guys. Maybe we'll take that over if this turns out to be as profitable as it could be. Maybe we'll move up the hill. Would that be something we should do? What do you guys think? Drop a comment down below if that's you think something we should do. For now, let's test this out on the new KLUTCHSIM's vineyard. I never thought we'd do this. This could be a lot, actually. It's a big vineyard. Drop those ramps down and let's get into the field. There's no time to mess around. Oh man, this thing is crazy. All right, so we need to, of course, raise this up, unfurl everything. There we go. Now the nice thing about this particular fertilizing unit, you know what? We're gonna go to the top. We'll work our way down. Is that it does so many rows. It's about 5 rows, I believe we're doing, instead of the standard 2 that you'll get with most of the other, well, fertilizer spreaders, or the liquid fertilizer spreaders for vineyards or olives, anything like that. This one will do 4 or 5 technically, so you get a lot more work done, a lot more bang for your buck. All right, so I think we are all lined up now. I am a little bit concerned, like this is a bit of a hillside. Jump on top and come over here. You can see like the sprayers themselves. Is it auto? It looks like it kind of, yeah, it does too. Look at that. Okay, so it auto levels with the terrain, which is kind of cool. So you got this one that's nice and high. That arm there goes down nice and low. So it does have a sensor on it that obviously sees that we're on a bit of a hillside. And look at the suspension does the same. Okay, that's very cool, actually. I have to wonder what level of or degree of terrain can it take out. All right, let's fire this thing out. That sounds like a question for later. All right, everything's on and fired up. We'll start taking care of this. Look at that. Yeah, okay, that's cool. That takes actually quite a bit. That's a lot more field than I'm used to seeing people take care of out here. So nothing wrong with that at all. How do you think that's gonna? I mean, it's gonna take us a hot minute to get through this field, but it's a lot faster than other means. Now, unfortunately, harvesting is still something that's going to take our sweet time with, right? Because we have to do every row one at a time. I found a bit of a problem. When you have these uneven rows that ones stick out further than the others, how do you remember where you finished off last? Like I had to come way down. I think I'm in the right row. I think I'm in the right spot. That's still that's a pretty cool device. All right, so we've got a lot to do here. I would say hammer down, but we're not going to get much more speed than we're getting right now, are we? I think, yeah, we're maxed out right now. Definitely maxed out. All right, guys, so I know that precision farming does actually mess up a little bit with this. I've had to turn on manual application rate. I don't know if it makes a difference. It's telling me that before we even fertilize that these fields are fertilized properly, but it says that grapes do not require fertilization, which obviously is not accurate. Has anyone done any testing on this? Let me know down in the comments if you guys are aware on what's required for grapes with precision farming, if there's anything that can be done. Oops, see, like I'm on the wrong one. It's not giving me an option, so I've had to turn on manual fertilization rate, and it's saying I'm over fertilizing, which of course does not, I don't care, that's fine. We have the fertilizer for it. It's just, I would like to put the accurate amount of fertilizer down. Of course, precision farming doesn't really do it properly, I don't think. So drop a comment if you guys have tested this, if anyone knows or have heard on this one. Yeah, I'd like to figure that out, that's for sure, because right now we're, of course, putting more fertilizer than is required down, as you can see down the mini map down there. And yeah, like it's doing fine. It's just, it's bizarre. Why am I not fertilizing this now? Oh, because I've already fertilized it once. Yeah, see, that's a problem. It's a bit of a problem. I'll have to wait till the next growing stage. Anyways, let me know. So anyways, that's going to do us for fertilizing. We've got now until harvest season, guys. I've got a couple months to kind of build up the equipment. If I could maybe get stuff used, would be great. But I got 2.2 million bucks. Tractors are relatively inexpensive. I mean, we're looking at, I'll probably get 2 tractors. They're around 100,000 bucks a pop. We're going to need the harvester, which will be around under 300,000. And then lastly, I've just a trailer of some sort to haul some stuff around with. And we'll see how much else we need other than that. I think that'll be good, really. So guys, I will see you closer to the fall. The rest of our fields, like I said, have been taken care of. Everything else just is the waiting game now. We have no animals to worry about. It's just crops. So wait till the fall. Everything else is fertilized. Everything else is planted. Wait till harvest season. We'll see you guys in a few months. Well, fall is here in Middleburg, guys. Like I said, I didn't do anything this summer. It was quiet. It was nice. It was peaceful. It's not going to be peaceful anymore. Let's get to work. I know this looks the same, but this is, well, the Oxbow Harvester. It looks very similar. It's the same chassis. It's just there's a harvester on the back of it for the grapes. Now, there are two different variations on this. We could have saved about 10 grand if we would have had the overloader model, but then I got to deal with Gertie the whole time. Maybe we'll see if we can get her out at some point, and maybe Oxbow wants to send me maybe a demo unit, and we can mess around with that. But for now, we have the standard Oxbow harvester, the grape harvesters, so this should take care of everything we need to. Now, I've also purchased, we got a Kubota tractor, and we got some trailers as well for now. We may increase that. We still need another, probably an Antonio Carrera tractor of some sort, and to do some mulching, probably just some field work, and to clean up those vines after we harvest them. So that's still to be purchased. That's still on the docket. We're waiting to buy that yet. Today, like I said, the biggest thing is going to be to harvest. So I'm going to get into this field right away here. Hopefully this Oxbow takes care of these fields pretty quickly. It is a short jaunt over to the farm. I may bring the truck up in order to tow the trailers. We'll see how far we get. We'll see if we can maybe have someone bring the truck up for us at some point, though. Just need the avalanche. That's all we're going to need. There's the field right there. Already had the Kubota brought up with our two trailers. Guys, it's ready to be and jump in the harvest here. Like, look at this. Look at the grapes. What are we going to get off this? It should be a good harvest, I think, right? Now, what is this worth in the grand scheme of things? I mean, this cost us over $500,000 to buy this. Can we make that back in a year or two? I mean, all in, we're probably looking at about $1 million, right? $1 million to get into this. Can we make that back in 1 year? I have no clue what to expect. So let's just start working our way through it. Once again, I'm gonna go up at the top and work our way down. I prefer that rather than starting down and working up. I always like to go from the top and work my way down. You can read into that how you want.
Get your mind out of the gutter. It was a charade.
Now, unfortunately, this is going to take us a little longer. Of course, one row at a time versus fertilizing where we get 5. Yeah, it is what it is, right? All right, so let's see if we can raise this bad boy on up. Levels itself off. I love that. And line ourselves up here, and then we're into this field. Looks like the grapes are decent. I mean, I took a quick look. Now, I didn't put lime down or anything like that beforehand. Maybe I should have done that. You can see the nitrogen says it's, like I said, the precision farming on these fields is messed right up. I feel like, I don't even know. It doesn't tell us what our expected yield is, so I don't think it's working for that. I don't think it's set up for that. Maybe I wasted a couple grand on testing this field or having the soil sampled. I don't know yet. I have no idea. If you guys have any idea, let me know in the comments. Like I said, I don't know what to think of precision farming with grapes. It's not something we're good at over here. It's not something we do very often. So we're gonna learn by fire, I guess. Let's jump on in. Let's start some harvesting. All right, fire it up. All right, looks good. Nice and easy. And away we go. Now it takes a minute for it to start. You'll see the grapes starting to go up on the conveyor belts up there. And then it'll start being led into the troughs on the sides. There we go. We should start seeing some grapes showing up. There we go. We're getting some grapes down there. It takes a little while for it to be processed because they've got to delimb. I don't know, take the grapes off the vines, and then it has to pull the grapes off of all the little limbs, obviously. So you don't see it for a second there. You can slowly see them on the conveyor belt as they get loaded up and dropped into the troughs on each side. Now, of course, the toughest part is just trying to keep everything lined up on our vines here so we don't break any of these, but relatively simple to harvest for the most part. Now this is filling up rather quickly, to be perfectly honest. We've already got 10% full, it says down there on the minder. Yeah, it's we're gonna have to dump these in sooner than later, that's for sure. I don't know how much capacity. I don't know what we may have to go buy bigger trailers. I don't know what to think of all this yet, but I mean, for now I feel like everything is working just how I would expect it to. This is relatively simple in the grand scheme of things. I mean, it's straightforward, and it's just a little bit tedious on how long it takes to get through each pass. You know what, when we're doing the big farming, at least when you have like a 40-foot header, you can kind of run through that relatively quickly. We got what, 4 feet here between passes. It just feels like it's a lot more work. That's all it feels like. I don't know if it's root crop level, but hey, we're getting there. All right, first dump right now. I think I finished, I don't know, about a fifth, a little less, maybe a sixth of the field. Let's dump this on in. Oh, I love that turning radius, by the way. Have I mentioned that? That is amazing sauce. All right, we'll dump it right into the side here. Just back it on up. Get her right up in there and overload in. And there you go. That's the first one. Oh boy. Okay, we'll be able to dump another one in there, I think. Maybe four loads per trailer, or 4 loads per those dude trailers. I got maybe one more. Maybe we could do it all in one. I don't know. It's not too far to the winery from here. It's just around the bend there. So we could do that if we had to. All right, so it looks like we've got about a third of the field done. This is going to fill up that second trailer. So we're gonna have to go dump this before we can keep harvesting, guys. Yep, that's going to definitely fill that up. Are we even gonna be able to, not quite even empty out the harvester. All right, let's take the Kubota into town. Fire this bad boy on up. All right, the little Kubota. Now, like I said, we could probably use this to fit and fit down the aisles of this if we needed. That's the whole purpose. We have this little tractor. It does have 100 and some horsepower. It's probably the biggest of the small tractors you can get your hands on, but it's with the fact that we have a double trough on the combine, their little harvester, makes it a little difficult for us to fit 2 trailers down each row, if you know what I mean. So like I said, it's convenient, but it's not convenient, if that makes any sense. It's there. It's an option we have. Haven't really figured out what our best route's going to be in order to utilize this little guy yet. Should we back it all the way down the row, or should we just do what we're doing right now and bring the harvester out every single time? I don't really know yet. So far, this seems to be working. This is the option that I'm going with. It might be nice to have it so we can kind of back a trailer down each row. If we had like a centralized dumping area, that would be ideal, right? You could dump all the grapes into a centralized area and then use that and put it into like some kind of an auger system to go into a bigger trailer. That would probably be the best system. I don't know yet. If you guys have any suggestions, of course, leave a comment. On the bright side, it's not a very far drive here, at least, right? That's one thing. I'm just gonna dump in one trailer. There's no point in trying to back a B train in here, is there? I don't think so. See, the other thing is I need to have a pretty specific trailer to unload these. I can't go much bigger than these, right? Like this is probably there's maybe one size bigger we might be able to go, but we can't go, like, I don't think a full-size trailer. Maybe we could. It'd be touch and go, that's for sure. Oh, I'm too far in. There we go. Let's dump that in there, and we'll grab the other trailer. All right, that's our first 12,000 liters-ish into that. Let's head back out to the field here, and we'll get the rest of these. We're, like I said, we're a third done, so just doing some rough math, we're gonna get about 40,000. Yeah, about 40,000, maybe closer to 50,000 farming units of the grapes. And we'll see what that correlates into as far as our winemaking goes. Hopefully it makes us some decent cash. All right, guys, we're on our last pass here. Last little bit of grapes left to get. Things are, you know what, relatively straightforward, I think. Yeah, it's not the fastest way to get through a field, that's for sure. But this is going to be our fifth load, maybe. So, easy. Gotta keep this thing straight. So it seems like we've got a decent amount of grapes off there. Like we're well over, I think we're over 50,000 liters of grapes. The question still in my mind is, well, is this going to be worth it for me? Is this going to make us, like I said, it costs us about $1 million, a little less, to fully get into this. Now, like I said, we don't need to plant this at least anymore. I still need to come back in here and do a bunch of field work, of course, and prune and fertilize. Like that's still got to happen, but at least there's no more added costs to planting. The time in order to prune is definitely going to be there, but there's no planting costs, so like that's a benefit, right? Yeah, I just really hope that the cost is worth it for all the equipment and the field size, of course, as well. Yeah, considering what we're making from the Case of Special Brown, I'm really curious to see if this is going to be worthwhile or not. It's really going to be a hit and miss, that's for sure. That's an interesting problem. Wait, hang on. Yeah, the suspension doesn't know what to do with the trailer when it gets up on there. Hang on a sec. Can I get this on? No. Yeah, it doesn't know what to do with the trailer when it's on an angle like this. It kind of freaks out a little bit. Let's see if we can figure this out. Okay, I guess that'll work for now. It was. Oh, here it goes again. It does like a little dance. It doesn't like that at all, does it? Whoa, boy. You'd think Gertie was driving this thing. I even shut her off, and it's still doing it. There you go. Look at that. That's awesome. All right, whatever. Let's go sell off these grapes, let's put these grapes into our winery. Let's go. So guys, are we going to know if it's profitable? It's really tough to say for right now. I'm leaning to it's not quite what I was expecting. I was hoping for more, to be perfectly honest. I just think the amount we got off this is just not going to make it that much of a dent. The $1 million I spent, like I said, it's a little steep. Are we going to get a couple $100,000 off this? Maybe. Are we gonna get the $1 million? No, it's gonna take a couple harvests to get to that. So where do we go from here? Do we go and expand? Do we take over the winery up the hill? That's something to think about. There's a lot more grapes potential up there as well, right? So anyways, let me know in the comments what you guys think we should do. Also, let me know, of course, what you guys think of the Oxbow DLC. Of course, don't forget you can get that down in the comments below. If you're seeing this pretty much on launch day, you might be able to get still the 15% off. I think it's for $1 off still. Go check that out. Of course, that pack comes with the year two pack. If you guys got the year 2 pack, you're going to be getting the Oxbow pack as well. So the year 2 pack does include that Oxbow DLC pack. So make sure if you're thinking about getting, even if you're thinking about getting a couple of them, you might as well get the year 2 pack. It's still worthwhile, especially if you're getting the premium DLC pack here at the end of the year. Definitely worthwhile getting that. So the year 2 DLC pack is still available, and that's going to give you access to all of the DLCs that came out this past year. So anyways, guys, I'm going to finish dropping this off. I think that's going to do it out for us today here out in Middleburg. It's good to be back here. Love this area. This map is so good. Anyways, thanks for joining me. I hope you guys enjoyed. Drop a like if you did. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new, and of course, channel members, cheers to you guys. You guys are awesome. We'll see you guys in the next video, and hopefully we can figure out maybe if this winery is worthwhile or not. It's really going to be hit and miss, I think. Hit and miss, hit or miss, you know what I mean. Anyways, thanks for watching, guys. We'll catch you guys in the next one.